Nobody wants to see your chest hair creeping out of.
Ow! That one hurt my eyes. John, come on. You gotta warn us before you show us this. In today's video, gents, I'm reacting to mistakes that older guys make trying to look young. All right, so let's start this off by looking at the thumbnail, looking at the title. Thumbnail's solid. We have John there, 2 pictures of him. He's a good-looking guy, and we've got the gray hair, so we know that this is an older guy video. Now, when we zero in on the title, this is key. That subject line is killer. Older guys, mistakes they want to avoid when they're looking youthful. That's the way I read it. With all that being said, let's hit play.
Here's a quote that I recently read from a French writer, Victor Hugo. 40 is the old age of youth, and 50 is the youth of old age. And
boom, just like that, John brings in credibility. So this quote is great, but what's more important is we start to associate John with Victor Hugo. If you're not familiar, one of France's greatest philosophers and thinkers, wrote some amazing books. So all of a sudden you're quoting him and you associate yourself with that great thinker. Again, starting us off, we see that he looks the part. He's associated himself with great thinkers. This is a great way to start the video.
So this video comes from a comment that was left on one of my previous videos where one of my subscribers asked me to address this issue.
All right, so I like how he mentions that he pulled this idea for the video out of the comments. I think he could have done better though by actually bringing up the actual comment or showing a hype, showing the comment section, because I know that people like to get recognized. Whenever you submit an idea for a video, a lot of you guys, hey, go ahead and mention my name. And by the way, let me know down in the comments if you guys would like me to go down there and pull more questions from the comments to create videos from.
So personal style is absolutely subjective, and my personal taste may not match yours, and that's totally okay. So where is it written in stone that once we hit our 40s, we have to start wearing corduroy, tweed, and cardigan sweaters? Society places these rules on us older guys that once we hit a certain age, we have to start dressing a certain way.
All right, so this is a really good point. When you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, societal expectations are different than when you're in your 20s or teens. When you're in your teens, 20s, you can get away with a lot more. You're gonna look good in a lot of different things when you're in the best shape of your life. That being said, if you are in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, you don't want to necessarily dress like an old man. You want to still have that youthful edge. So I'm really excited to see what tips John is gonna give us.
Okay, so let's start at the ground and we'll work our way up. Mistake number 1 is wearing your running shoes or your workout shoes out in public when you're not actually running or working out. So for example, instead of wearing this, your athletic shoe, out in public, why not opt for something like this?
All right, so I have to admit, I was hoping for a stronger first point, but still tons of guys are making this mistake. I've made tons of videos talking about this, and John, I have to agree that yes, stop wearing the running shoes unless you're out running. But really guys, it's simply going and getting those leather fashion sneakers, which aren't too fashion forward. Just get something simple. And if you're in your 40s and 50s, you can still pull this off easy.
Also, driving mocks and loafers are 2 more options for you that are still casual and comfortable.
All right, John, so I got to disagree with you on this one. Yes, on the loafers, I've got plenty of pairs, but the thing here is the sole. I want shoes I can walk in. Where I disagree with you is recommending driving mocks. Now, if you're going to be wearing these in your car where they're made to be worn, that's perfectly fine. But if you're going to be walking around town, this pair right here, I just walked a few miles and all of a sudden I'm getting wear into the leather, and now these basically are having damage that isn't going to be able to be repaired easily.
And it should go without saying that flip-flops and sandals out in public are bad. However, I still see it all the time, especially in Southern California.
All right, John, so I got to disagree with you again here. I do agree that sandals and flip-flops are way overplayed, but I think in the right situation, you can pull these off. Very casual situations. Now, the whole sandal with socks combination, no, that's definitely a no-no.
Mistake number 2 is wearing jeans or trousers that are a little too trendy and don't fit you. So this covers skinny jeans that are way too tight. This covers boot cut or relaxed fit jeans that are too baggy and too long. This also covers heavily distressed, destroyed jeans with rips everywhere. This is where I sort of teeter on that line a little bit. I mean, like I said before, I do try to maintain a youthful edge with the clothing that I wear, but I also don't cross my self-imposed boundary of what's appropriate. However, I do experiment and I try some things other guys may not. Since I do spend a lot of time here in the style space, I do create some opportunity for myself to try new things and experiment, and I'm absolutely not afraid to step outside the box. However, I still try to keep everything classy. I think most mistakes happen when guys follow trends a little too closely or just go with whatever they went with 10 or 15 years ago. Skin tight, skinny jeans, or baggy anything won't look good on you. Keep your pant legs slim, not skin tight, and tapered down to your foot. Also keep the hem at about your ankle. Bunching or puddling jeans down at your foot doesn't fly.
All right, so I 100% agree with John that a lot of men are not wearing jeans that look great on them. But I think you could have done a better job at this point breaking into 3 key things. First up, you've got to nail the fit. And that's where so many guys go wrong. They wear jeans that are way too large for them, too loose, too long. All of a sudden they've got that pooling at the bottom. So I love that he hit that at the end, but that would have been where I started. Now the second point, which he alluded to, is that most men are over reliant on jeans. It's pretty much their default. They don't have anything else. Now in the pictures, I wish we would have gone into more detail explaining what he was wearing, but it looked like he had some really nice dress slacks. He had some chinos, a wide variety of shorts. I do think shorts, especially cargo shorts, are a bit overplayed, but guys, he had some white jeans on. Yes, they had some slashes right there at the knees, so you could skip that, but simply bringing in different colored jeans, focusing in on just jeans that look great, fit on you, and bringing in different fabrics, different colors is a great place to start. But also look at different materials, different types of trousers. You can go with dress slacks. You could bring in chinos. Me, I love performance pants. Tons of great options out there. Find something that suits, that's going to work in your wardrobe, and boom, you've got a lot more options now than just denim. Now, the third point that he hit on, and this is really key, is we fall into ruts. A lot of times as a guy, we make a decision of what looks good on us and we stick with it again and again. Instead of rethinking this once a year, once every 2 years, we rethink it maybe once every 2 decades. This is an issue when you're in your 50s and you're wearing things that worked, that were in style, maybe when you were in your late 20s. A lot of time has gone by and it just makes you look dated. You're going to want to change it up. Now, gents, if you've ever seen an older guy make these mistakes trying to look youthful, do me a favor, smash that like button. By smashing that like button, you let the algorithm know these videos matter, and hopefully more older guys find this video. All right, gents, spoiler alert. One of the things John doesn't talk about in this video, which he should have, is a lot of older men hold on to the habits they had in their youth when it comes to their skincare, which is pretty much they have no skincare routine. And of course, the company I'm recommending you check out is my very own Vitaman. And if you wanted to keep it ultra simple, here are 3 products to start with. The face and body cleanser. This is what you want to use to wash your face every night, every morning, twice a week. You're going to use a face scrub. This is going to go in and remove dead skin cells. And last but not least, we've got a face moisturizer. This is specifically designed for the skin on the face. You use it in the morning when you wake up after getting out of the shower to lock in the moisture, and before going to bed to make sure your skin is soft and supple and treated throughout the night. Now guys, as an owner of Vitaman, I stand behind every product we sell with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And to make this even sweeter, down in the description of today's video, I've got the best deal on the web for you. Go check out Vitaman, try our products, and see the Vitaman difference.
So mistake number 3 is wearing the wrong shirt. So graphic t-shirts with big branding logos, slogans, and cartoon characters all over them are no longer appropriate. Instead, try simple, solid colors. And since we're on the subject of t-shirts, like nobody wants to see your chest hair creeping out of like a big V-neck or some giant scoop neck t-shirt either. As for your button-down shirts, so they shouldn't be big and baggy, and you should not wear your dress shirts untucked. And I would also try to stay away from like super busy, bold patterns that can kind of make you look like a clown. All
right, so John makes a lot of great points here, and this actually is a point. There's like 5 points within this, but I'm just going to reiterate again. Focus in on the fit of your garment. Understand what a dress shirt is. A dress shirt, by definition, is a shirt to be worn under a jacket that should be tucked in. Now, what about those shirts that are made to be worn tucked out? Those are casual button-downs. Come in a wide variety, so know the difference between a button-down and a dress shirt. They are different types of shirts.
Here's another thing, guys. So unfortunately, our bodies start to change a little bit once we hit a certain age. So if you find yourself buying shirts or clothing and you're having to size up a little bit to accommodate your barrel chest or maybe a spare tire, finding a good tailor will benefit you more than you can imagine.
All right, so I've probably said this over 100 times here at Real Men Real Style, but you need to know the name of your tailor. And that means go in and take your clothing to your tailor, and they can just make that clothing that you buy off the rack that doesn't fit you well. Maybe it's a shirt that's too long. Maybe it's a shirt that has too much excess material. Could be trousers, could be even jeans that you buy and they're too long. You love them, but they need to be hemmed an inch inch to 2 inches, guess what? That tailor can make it happen. And all of a sudden the clothing looks great on you and they're more affordable than you think. So again, take your clothing into a seamstress or a tailor to get fitted better.
Mistake number 4 is wearing sport coats that are too big. So a really popular and classy look for guys is going with like a dark denim, brown brogues, and a sport coat. It's a fantastic, classy, smart casual date night outfit. The problem is that this look can go sideways real quick. If you're noticing a trend here, it's fit. Fit is king.
So I've got almost 2,000 videos here at Real Men Real Style. I think it's safe to say that in half of them, I talk about the importance of fit. And in half of those, I talk about the full style pyramid. It's the first thing that whether you're buying a $20 suit at a thrift store that's used, you want to get that to fit you and look good because that could look better than a $2,000 fashion suit that doesn't fit you properly. Fit is king. Fit is key to everything you own, to everything you wear.
So when wearing a sport coat, you should see about a 1/2 inch of sleeve cuff with your arm straight down to your sides. If your sleeves on your sport coat are too long, take it to a tailor and have the sleeves brought up. Another thing is when your sport coat is buttoned, you should feel a slight pull at the button.
Now, I think John could have done a little bit better with some illustrations. If you see right here, I've got a whole infographic on how a jacket should fit. It's a suit jacket, but a sport jacket, suit jacket, blazer jacket. It's pretty much the same fit, although you could argue that in a sports jacket or a blazer jacket, you want a little bit looser so that you could layer underneath. Point being is if you get it close to what I'm talking about in this infographic, which I will link to down in the description of today's video, you are going to be good to go.
All right, so mistake number 5. Trying to dress like you're still 25. Look around a little bit. Do you see 20-somethings wearing the same things you are? Is the music at the stores that you shop at getting a little too loud? And are the sales associates in those stores, are they kind of like teenagers? If so, chances are you need a better place to shop.
All right, so this is a solid point. I wish he would have gone into a lot more detail. I feel he could have started the whole video off talking about this because if you think about it, as your body ages, what happens? All of a sudden, not as much testosterone going through, your muscle mass may drop. As you age, your body naturally changes. And I think the key that he needs to hit on here, or he should have, is dress for your body type. That is so key. Whenever you understand your body type and you wear clothing that complements, that actually makes you look more masculine, boom. And that's what I think as a man that gets into his 40s, 50s, and 60s needs to remember is that all of a sudden sports jackets, hats, accessories that are worn and actually are chosen for your body type, for your build, for your colors, just to really enhance your look.
Stick with the classics and make sure the fit is on point.
All right, so overall, decent video, but I feel it was missing so many points. Guys, what should John have added to that video? Let me know in the comments below. Now, gents, if you enjoyed today's video, you're gonna love this one. My reaction to Courtney Ryan, what she have to say. Does she know what she's talking about, or is she, full of hot air? Find out, gents, in this video right here, where I critique one of her most popular videos and give you my honest opinion. Yes, click on it right here. It's very controversial. It's a good one. Come on, I can't hold this up. Click on it. Yeah, there you go.